Hello my fellow subscribers and non-subs, it's that time of the week again, and you know the drill. You better open your wallet again cause new skins are on the way, this week's being the Boomerang Tower. Should definitely get more buys than the Sniper regardless of how it looks, cause a lot of people like the Boomerang as a tower, right? I know Chris is probably orgasming over it right now. Anyways, the theme for the Boomerang skin is a native/tribal one, so as tradition states we must showcase these skins on their homeland and waddle resorts. Let's get started, shall we, with the 00 Boomer, and damn does it look quite advanced for what is a base tower. I never would have guessed it if I hadn't known beforehand. Probably should have done a similar poll to the Samurai Ninja skin to be honest, but oh well, it didn't seem as ambiguous to them once you see the entire set. Interesting design for the base skin to say the least. The giant earrings certainly make it stand out quite a bit. So let's upgrade it to 10 and look what we have here. Looks like the tribal Boomerang squad captured a dark monkey and forced him to become one of them. Feels bad, man. But seriously though, if you take away the boomerang projectile you would totally think that was a dark monkey skin. Nonetheless, the feather hat is pretty cool in my opinion. Alright, 20 now. It looks like an evolved dark monkey from the previous 10 upgrade, with a bigger and rounder body to go with a brand new mask. The Boomerang Tribal Squad has certainly fed and treated him well, hence why they get stronger and stronger. Moving on to the other side of the spectrum now with the 01 Sonic Boom upgrade that nobody in their right mind would stop at, so hardly will you see this thing in action. Seems about right for its popping strength, but when will these boomerangs learn to stop stealing from the dark monkey population? They ain't fooling anyone with these guys. One more and then we will have an intermission. Seems they've done a good job with the 02 Boomerang skin by covering him up so we don't know exactly if he is a fraud or not, but those feathers certainly look beastly, not gonna lie. Probably my favorite one so far. Okay, so as I just said, let us have a mini intermission before moving on to the 3rd and 4th tier skins. We're barely 2.5 minutes and so at this rate I must fluff the video up to extend the length because 4 is too damn short. Also known as pulling a blaze it as far as I'm concerned, but I'll call it a half blaze it for this one cause I won't be getting up to 10 minutes today. So I wanted to add on to what I talked about in the previous Battles TV video about a very possible exploit where you could hop on another device and spectate your own game, allowing you to see your opponent's towers, cash, ego, and whatnot. I did mention there was a delay, which someone told me was around 10 seconds or so, but I think this delay definitely needs to be increased to at least 30 seconds or so because 10 is essentially like ghosting someone's stream. It becomes even more of a problem when you're spying on someone using ego because the ego difference between 10 seconds is probably small enough that you could ballpark where they were at 10 seconds into the future. Or if it's between round 9 to 13 for example, then you pretty much know their exact eco since most players will want to be saving up for defense during that time. That's where a bigger delay would at least help somewhat. Unfortunately, the only thing you can't really solve in this system is spying on their towers. I can't think of any possible way Ninja Kiwi could fix spying without making the games no longer live, and no. Hiding towers in spectate mode isn't really a solution because seeing all that information is supposed to be the point of a replay system, lol. If anyone could think of a reasonable alternative, perhaps let me or Ninja Kiwi know in the comments. Anyways, intermission over. That was a long one, wasn't it? So let's get back into business with the Glaive Ricochet skin, whose face is now completely covered in a giant tiki mask. Nicely done. But if you think that was cool, then wait until you see this. Boom, Glaive Lord, step aside because there's a new tribal lord in town, flaunting its shiny golden mask around to assert dominance to all its lesser tribe mates. Great stuff, boys. I rate this one 5 out of 7. Now that we've seen how sexy the left-sided 3rd and 4th tiers look, Let's see if the right-hand bionic boomers can match the hype. I think it certainly stands a chance depending on your taste, but hold up, is that a slingshot I see? I don't know about you, but I believe boomerangs are meant to be thrown by hand, or at least more effective when done that way. Somehow this tribal bionic boomer has defied the laws of physics and is slingshotting projectiles in a circular pattern though. Cool stuff. And lastly, the hypersonic boomer adds some horns. That is all. Hope you enjoyed the skin showcase, but more importantly is how much do you enjoy the skins themselves? If you ask me, this is certainly one of the better sets of skins. It's got a good mix of visual aesthetic as well as not being too ambiguous as to confuse people unfamiliar with them. This message has been sponsored to you by Ninja Kiwi, Kappa. Anyways, that should do it for me on this average weekday. As per usual, here are all 9 skins laid out so you can see them with ease. Stay tuned for the next skin showcase in a week. It's a spicy one, I'll tell you that, so make sure to sub to catch that one. Have a native day.